So hello everybody and welcome back. For everybody that keeps returning, thanks a lot. And for people that keep returning and haven't subscribed, please do. Today we're taking a look at this Matilda tank Mark II Matilda from Tamiya and 135 scale. It's a pretty cool looking tank, I think. I kind of like these old British tanks. So here's our instruction sheet. Got a lot of information here that tells you about the history of it. It was mostly used before Dunkirk and in North Africa. Had a 2-pounder gun, which is 40 millimeters around, and it was like impervious to the 37 millimeter and to other anti-tank guns until they started using the 88. Pretty cool. Some cool pictures here too. So the thing that I like most about these old kits, you have this parts list, tells you what everything is. Really cool. You see there's 4 sprues of plastic. You also have a lower hull and polytrack separate. So number 1, when we start building, we're building sprockets, the road wheels, idler wheel, and support rollers. Then number 2, we got some stuff to do here on the inside of the hull, the bottom of the top of the hull. The bottom of the top of the hull, yes. These couple pieces here, and this helps hold it together. Then here you got the muffler and the auxiliary tank. Here we put the support rollers onto the side, the skirts. Number 5, we built the turret. We got the gun, the mantle, and the... You always forget what this is called. I know what it is, but I forget what it's called. You got Mark I gun shield and a Mark II gun shield, so you have a little bit... You have an option here with the mantle. And you got the bottom of the hull, top of the hull. You put the gun in it. You got the commander's cupola and the hatch here. You got our detail parts here on the outside of the the turret. Looks like a couple smoke grenade launchers and a couple of boxes, radio antenna and stuff. And then we got the other side. We got a little bustle rack with a bedroll. Some other little parts here. And the hatch here on the top. Open or closed. Being that there's no interior, I would say probably closed. Then here, number 6, we work on the suspension, building these bogies together. The road wheel. So you got one separate and then all these together. So number 6, we got the top of the turret. The top of the hull. Got our lights here, spare track. Pioneer tools, and these pieces that go here on the back deck. And then number 8, we're putting the suspension on here. Got all our idler arm and the sprocket hub and the bogies. Then number 9, we put the skirts together with the suspension top parts there. Oh no, this is the bottom of the hull. So you put the sprocket and the idler wheel in with the outside of the skirt and the wheels there in the middle. So number 10, you put the bottom and the top of the hull together. Then we have our track, our exhaust, and our auxiliary fuel tank, as well as a couple other little detail parts here. And here we put the outer skirt on and the turret on. It should be finished. Then here we have our painting and marking instructions. We got the 4th Brigade and 7th Brigade. And we got these different squadron markings here. And the different division markings here to put on, we can put on it. And you see here an example. Tactical marks, division marks, and our names. There should be a list here somewhere. It shows which name goes with which one or something. Here, a case of Badger, a case of Grampus, Badger T6811, Grampus T6781. I always like these older kits because they have so much more information in there. I find that really good. So here's our decal sheet. You can see we have some really nice colors here. Got our different division symbols and stuff on the bottom there. Tactical markings and then numbers. Also with our stripes. They look a bit yellowed, but that can be taken care of when we just gotta wipe it off on both sides before you put it on. Takes a little bit more care, but it works. I've done it before. They look pretty good though. So here we have the bottom of the hull. You can already see from the inside we have our battery compartment there. The sides is not much to say there. It's all going to be covered up by the skirts anyways. The bottom is not really any detail except for here on the front. We got some little detail there. And this one actually has a back plate on it already. And we have bolt heads along the bottom and along the sides as well. Looks pretty good. Except for the bottom, you know. It's like normal for these old Tamiya kits. And here we have sprue A. Got the top of our hull, top of our turret, our mantle, or one of them. That is the first one you can use, the early version. We got a crew member at the bottom of the turret, and the battery there for the gun. See, we got some nice details here on the top of the turret. It's not really textured at all though. Top of the hull looks pretty good here. Nice around here. Got some good bolt heads here. And we have open vents in here in the front, which is cool. Don't always get that. And bolt heads here along the sides too. Pretty flat here on the sides. Some decent detail for an old kit. So here's sprue B. We got our outer skirts here. And a bunch of bogey parts. Here are also the pieces for the... That is for the sprocket hub. And this is for the front wheel. I think these are all the bogey parts here. I think the outside of the skirts have some good detail around here. Maybe a little shallow though. Of course the inside full of pinholes and pin marks here. I don't know if we really need to do that though. Probably need to sand this down a little bit though, where it's sticking up. Maybe fill it in a little bit on the bottom. Not much to say here, it's all going to be covered up. But this side is pretty important. We got some good bolt heads here. Even though the details are a little shallow. Here's sprue C. We got here our external fuel tank and our exhaust. We get bed rolls, the other mantle, the other battery. Our commander's cupola and hatches here, and some tools. Guess the mantle's okay. The bedrolls are okay too. Look okay. Shovel looks pretty good. All the tools look pretty good. Nice detail on this ring here. Not much there though. The hatches look good too. There's a nice detail on this piece. And here too on the bottom. But there's nothing inside, so I'd close it anyways. So here's sprue D. We got the other sides of the skirts there. The sprockets. Idler wheels and all the little support rollers that we got. A couple of the... and road wheels and the 2 big road wheels too. Extra track. This is going to go on the inside, I think. That's a nice detail here, though. It has a little texture to it, too. Extra track looks okay. Both sides look okay. The road wheels really aren't anything special. They got some okay detail here, though. And then we have our poly track. That's all there is to this kit. Pretty simple one. And all really, it looks okay. There's just some little teats you gotta cut off here in the middle. Like 5 or 6 of them. There's 6. You can't really see them. Just tick up a little bit on some of these. Like that. But it looks okay. So what do I think about this kit? Well, it's old, but I think it'll still build into a nice looking tank. It's not going to be as detailed as some newer ones, but it'll still be okay. It's missing some. I mean, most of the details are pretty shallow on it. So, and you know, I don't really mind poly track that much. To me, it's not so bad. The single piece track does look better sometimes when it fits right, but I've had problems with it too before. That might just be me, but I think sometimes it's the company too. It's not, I don't know, maybe it's not molded to the right size, or I don't know really. Maybe it has to do with the sag on the top too. I think this will still build into a decent looking tank though. It's not the newest kit, but it's an okay kit.